Around 2,400 years ago, Socrates annoyed the Athenians so much that they sentenced him to death by poison. They put his body to rest, but as we know, his ideas lived on. Socrates left us with two important lessons. We've learned the first lesson quite well, but we mostly ignore the second one. So, the first lesson, using logic. Socrates taught us to use our minds to examine false statements and arguments logically. He also showed us how to create true statements and arguments that last. This lesson is the foundation of our logical and academic thinking. Second lesson, admitting what we don't know. The second lesson is often quoted but not really understood. Socrates heard that the oracle of Delphi said no one was wiser than him. Confused, he started questioning men known for their wisdom. He wanted to find someone wiser than himself and prove the oracle wrong. He realized he was wiser in one way. While others were confident they knew things they didn't, Socrates admitted, "I do not think I know what I do not know." Again, I do not think I know what I do not know. It's easy to see why this lesson is hard to accept, right? Socrates taught us to seriously question our overconfident beliefs and claims. He encouraged us to ask tough questions that could make our ideas fall apart like a house of cards. This shows that even if we seem educated and intelligent, we often have irrational thoughts, draw quick conclusions, and hold contradictory beliefs. Now, people prefer Socrates' first lesson because it makes them feel confident about what they know. It's tempting to hold on to the feeling of being certain and proud of our knowledge, quotes, books we've read, and opinions, our reasoning. But what happens when we stop avoiding Socrates' humbling lesson and accept that deep down we don't really know? When we admit, like Socrates did, that our wisdom is actually worth nothing. When we understand Socrates' real message, we realize we can't embrace the first lesson and ignore the second one. To build up, we first have to break down. We can't truly know anything unless we first admit we don't. When we stay at that point of not knowing, we realize it is also a kind of wisdom. So, to embrace Socrates' second lesson, ask yourself now these questions. 1. Am I willing to say, well, I don't really know. Yes, even after all my learning, reading, and thinking. 2. Can I see this starting point as freeing and keeping my mind flexible and open? 3. Can I ask myself questions I've already answered from the beginning, like what is the right way of living and what is goodness, with a fresh perspective? And 4, can I accept that some of my solid opinions may be unreasonable, contradictory, and weak, like a house of cards? Embracing Socrates' second lesson isn't just about honoring this great philosopher. It's about returning to a joyful, freeing, and refreshing start, appreciating the wonder of our own flexible minds.